Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be dealing with page 8 in Linzelandstandskunde. We're carrying on from here where it stops on page 7 there, say will, right? There where she was talking about the Japanese and how she is fascinated with the Japanese, right? So here on page 8, say wil, die skoon vars kersbloeisels sien en die stil koeltuine en gestroopte vertrekke van Japaneese huise wat sy al in tydskrifte en in flieks gesien het. Japan is 'n moed, right? She wants to see the clean, fresh, blooming trees there. Then she also wants to experience the calm, still, cool gardens en gestroopte vertrekke. That is the ruins of old broken down houses, of Japanese houses, right? Old broken down, decrepit houses, Japanese houses, wat sy al in tydskrifte en flieks gesien het, right? So she wants to experience that she saw in the magazines, right? And in movies, right? She wants to experience the clean, fresh, what is this again? Clean, fresh, the blooming trees. She wants to experience the still cool, the quiet, cool gardens, the decrepit houses, the broken down houses of Japanese, and then that she saw in magazines and in movies, right? Then she says there, Japan is a mood. Japan is a must, right? Remember, she's making a list of all the places that she wants to visit, and Japan is first on her list, definitely a must. And then Prague, then she wants to go to Prague. Sy wil met 'n trein deur die strak landreis. She wants to experience Prague by using the train through the what is this, the land, right? Flatlands. And then she wants to travel en sommer op die ingewing van die oomblik by 'n klein dorpie stop. She wants to just jump onto a train as she's visiting Prague there, with a train through the flatlands, and then she just wants to stop at any small little town, right, at any given moment, and to pop in and visit there, and iewers in 'n herberg vir 'n dag of twee gaan bly. Then just on the spur of the moment, she wants to jump onto the train and she wants to travel through the flatlands there, and on the spur of the moment, she wants to just visit any small town along the way, and then somewhere go and find a hotel or something to sleep for the next 2 days, right? She just wants to jump onto a train, go visit, travel through Prague, and then just find a place where she's going to stay for 2 days, just on the spur of the moment. And then haar aan die ou geboue verkyk. Then in Prague there, she's talking about the ou geboue. She wants to go and see the old buildings that's there, right? Op 'n brug gaan staan. She wants to experience standing on a bridge there in Prague. Sy wil deur die nou klipstruitjies dwaal en 'n kers in 'n ou kerk aansteek. Right, so she desperately wants to walk through the narrow stone streets. Those streets are normally put together with stones. It's flattened already, and then she wants to walk through them aimlessly, and 'n kers in 'n ou kerk gaan aansteek. Then she wants to visit those old churches, and as like in the movies also, she wants to go and just light a candle in one of those old churches, right? Then let's move a little down, right? Die klok lui en sy dwaal lusteloos na die vierkant. Then remember, we're still back in school. We are still in school, and here we are talking about, on the top section there, where she's talking about Prague and Japanese houses. We're discussing the list that she made of places she wants to visit as soon as she can get out of this place where she is, right? As soon as she's finished with school, right? Then the bell rings, die klok lui. en sy dwaal lusteloos na die vierkant. Right, so as the bell rings, she walks to the square where everyone is going together, right, the assembly point. Waar die dag met afkondigings begin, where the day then starts off with, wat is nou aankondigings, okay, information is given to the learners there. I can't find the word right now. Right, so the day starts there with information given to the learners from the teachers. Sy luister soos gewoonlik nie en bou in haar kop 'n piramide met die periodes wat voor lê. So as usual, she's not listening, right? As usual, the people are talking there in front. Unfortunately, she's not listening, and as usual, she is building a pyramid in her head with the days, periods, and as they will follow, right? Soos hulle voor lê, as they follow, right? Heel onder is wiskunde. Right at the bottom is maths, right? Biologie en rekeningkunde. Biology and accounting. Die goed wat sy verpes. So this maths, biology, and accounting. These are the things that she hates, right? She doesn't like maths, biology, and accounting. Dan is daar bedryfsekonomie in Afrikaans. So as she's following down in her pyramid there, then you will find bedryfsekonomie, bedryfsekonomie en Afrikaans, then Afrikaans, right? Engels vorm die top van die piramide. So right on the top of the pyramid, English is right there. Nie dat sy so danig mal is oor die vak nie. Not that she's that crazy about English. Dis net die weird ou wat vir hulle Engels gee. It's only the weird guy that teaches them English, right? Wat die dag die moeite werd maak. That actually makes the day well spent, right? Mr. McMillan, so this is the teacher that she's talking about, the weird teacher, Mr. McMillan. He wears weird clothes. Loose, colorful shirts, wat oor sy broek hang, right? That actually hangs loose over his trousers, right? And sulke funky dasse. Then he also has these funky ties, right? Formal school, so he has a tie on, these funky ties with shoes, met skoene wat jy nie in die wêreld sal raakloop nie, right? With shoes that you will not find in this world, right? So he's out of the world, this guy. He's weird and wonderful, right? This teacher that is teaching them English, Mr. McMillan, that is the English teacher, right? En hy steur hom nie te veel aan die rules and regulations van the powers that be nie. So he's not really concerned about the rules and regulations, about the normal operations in the school, right? The powers that be, that is the management, right? The powers that be, they're talking about the management, right? Hy doen sy eie ding. He does his own thing. He does what he feels should be done to get his message across, right? Hy leef hom uit in die letterkunde wat hy vir hulle gee. Hy leef hom uit in die letterkunde wat hy vir hulle gee. So he enjoys what he's doing, and he invests himself into the art of actually teaching his literature, right? Selfs die boring Macbeth klink luisterbaar. Even, so this guy is very exciting, the teacher is very exciting, he makes everything sound better. Even Macbeth klink luisterbaar. Even Macbeth sounds like something to listen to, right? As hy dit vir hulle voorlees. Even Macbeth sounds like something to listen to when he reads it to them. En die vreemde maar amazing gedigte, and then the strange but amazing poems, right? The strange but amazing poems that he reads to them. Sy het al hoendervleis gekry vir party van die goed wat hy vir hulle gelees het. Duidelik nie altyd goed wat die departement van onderwys sou voorskryf nie. So here she's saying that she actually got goosebumps of some of the poems that he actually read to them, not always stuff that was prescribed by the Department of Education, right? Then here is a piece of one of those poems. Children, if you dare to think of the greatness, the rareness, the muchness, fewness of this precious only, right? So this is one of his poems, his own poems, not prescribed by the Department of Education. Right. Dan sê sy oorleef soos gewoonlik deur tussen die ander kinders weg te raak en deel van die meubels te word. She survives. Sy oorleef soos gewoonlik. She survives as usual, right? Through amongst the other learners. She normally becomes part of the furniture. In the class, you won't even know she's there, right? So she survives. She's normally in the back, quiet, right? You'll never know she's there. She survives usually by becoming part of the furniture, right? Sy is hier, maar niemand sal dit eintlik agterkom nie. She is there, she is here, but no one will actually notice her, right? Sy dink aan Tant Mali and the coffee shop, right? As she's sitting there in class, she's thinking about Tant Mali and the coffee shop where she's going to work. Tips en toewies het Bram hom die vorige aand snaaks gehou. Tips en toewies het Bram hom vorige aand snaaks gehou, so he was busy being funny to her the previous night, joking about a job there that she's going to be doing with Tant Mali, right? Lekker vir hom. Then she says, nice for him. Dink sy sier, right? She thinks about Bram because he's making jokes with her. He's making fun of her because she's going to go and work for tips, right? Hy is een van die daar 16 en dan sal sy sorg dat hy ook iewers iets kry om te doen wat 'n paar rand sal inbring, right? So here it actually gives her age away that she's a bit older than Bram. And then he's also going to be 16 one of these days. And then because he was making fun over there, she says that he will see, then she will also make a plan. Sy sal sorg, she will also make a plan for him to get something to do, to also what? Bring in some money, right? So one of the days he's going to be 16, then she'll make a plan for him to also go and work and bring in some money, right? Then die periode na groot pauze. Die periode na groot pauze is lewensoriëntering. Na groot pauze, this is normally you have a 15-minute break, and then you'll have the 45-minute break, right? So there's a small break and then there's a big break. The one is the 45 minutes, groot pauze. That's the 45-minute one. Then after the period after break is life orientation, right? Lewensoriëntering. En dan 2 periodes Engelse letterkunde. Then after that 2 periods of English literature. Voor hulle kan huis toe gaan, before they can go home. Right, thank you very much for joining me on this video. Please subscribe and check for other updates. Please tell a friend, and then if you subscribe, you'll get other latest uploads, and then you'll stay with us through the book for page 9, chapter 2. Thank you very much. See you next time.